fans who have large networks and people who have small networks. And then within those, there are people who refer and don't refer. So you have limited time, you have limited resources and dollars. What do you do with those fans? How do you decide this? Well, let's take two strategies. One might be, let's go find more fans who have large networks. We spend money to go advertise on these networks, find them, because we know that people with large networks will tend to refer so much. You can run the numbers and see how that works. But another strategy, and equally valid, may be that I want to focus on people who have small networks, because my belief is that those are tighter connections. And so what I want to do is get the people who aren't referring right now in those small networks to become those referrals, to become those advocates. Now, you can apply money behind this. You can look at and see what works, which is more effective, given your audience, given what they do. That becomes metrics that help you actually manage the business, rather than metrics just to give you an arbitrary number to say what's the ROI. ROI can only be done in the context, again, of understanding, does this get me more value in achieving my strategic goals for a business versus all the other things I could do with the same bucket of dollars. So that's thinking about value. I want to go on to the third thing. I think you have to think about preparing for a new way of getting work done. If you think about the traditional organization, it looks like this. It's fairly hierarchical. Somebody sits at the top, usually setting the strategy, setting the direction, and people carry out the work. And in reality, this is how work actually gets done. It's much more of a flow. It's a process. It's messy. And increasingly, because people have these technologies at their fingertips inside organizations, and also, frankly, externally, because if you think about the traditional way that marketing and advertising has worked, it's much more messy now in terms of how people actually receive messages and are influenced.